I keep secrets even. What I'm about to say, my husband don't know. I started fucking Big L when I was 14 years old.
Whoa.
We kept it on the low because I was young. You didn't know that, Sean. And you don't know everything that L told me about you. Please sue me. I want to go to court.
Wow.
I want to tell everybody in the world all the things that Big L told me about you when I was fucking him.
Wait, hold up. Not Jaguar Wright confessing that she started hooking up with Big L when she was just 14, and while they were having their pillow talk, he confessed a lot about Jay-Z, and I mean a lot. Y'all know that in the hip-hop world, Big L probably doesn't have the biggest catalog. He literally only managed to get out a handful of songs and freestyles. Yet even though he didn't release a bunch of hits, he is consistently mentioned among the greatest of the greats when it comes to hip-hop.
He was just raw with it. He just, he would just battle anybody that came on the block.
Amateur battle, first place, 1992.
But for some reason, Jay-Z's name always comes up when all these hip-hop legends are mentioned. So what does he have to do with Big L's death, and what exactly does Jaguar Wright know?
I'm gonna tell everybody about Big L, Sean.
Big L?
I would just rather do it on the stand, Sean. Please sue me. I want to go to court, and I want to talk about Big L on the stand.
Child, I hope you are seated, because if word on the street is anything to go by, Hova might catch another body, allegedly. Okay, given, Big L's legacy in hip-hop is undeniable. He was a gifted rapper whose unique style and lyrical skill set him apart from his peers, and his impact on the genre can still be felt today through the countless artists he has inspired. And as for how he even started rapping, his elder brother, Donald Finazzi, took him to a Run DMC concert at the Beacon Theater when L was about 7 years old. And according to what he said, L was awed by the performance, which sparked his interest in rapping. By age 12, L became a hip-hop fan and started freestyling with other people in his neighborhood. He also founded a group known as 3 the Hard Way in 1990, but it was quickly broken up due to a lack of enthusiasm among the members. Basically, no projects were released, and after one of the members left, the group was renamed 2 Hard MFs. Now, in the summer of 1990, L met Lord Finesse at an autograph session in a record shop on 125th Street, and after he did a freestyle, they exchanged numbers to try and figure out how L could pursue music. He went on to attend Julia Richmond High School, and while in high school, L freestyle battled regularly. In fact, in his last interview, he stated, "In the beginning, all I ever saw me doing was battling everybody on the street corners, rhyming in the hallways, beating on the wall, rhyming to my friends. Every now and then, a house party, grab the mic, a block party, grab the mic." In 1992 is when L recorded various demos, some of which were featured on his debut album, Lifestyles of the Poor and Dangerous. And around that time is also when he appeared on Yo! MTV Raps with Lord Finesse to help promote Finesse's studio album, Return of the Funky Man. But L's first professional appearance came on the Yes You May remix, the B-side of Party Over Here by Lord Finesse, and his first album appearance was on Represent, on Showbiz and AG's Runaway Slave. During this time, he also won an amateur freestyle battle hosted by Nubian Productions, which consisted of about 2,000 contestants, and in 1993, he signed to Columbia Records. He went on to release his first promotional single, Devil's Son, and later said it was one of the first horrorcore singles, influencing others. L said he wrote the song because he was always a fan of horror flicks, plus the things he saw in Harlem were very scary, so he just put it all together in a rhyme. Unfortunately, the album failed to sell over 200,000 copies, and the initial reviews were lukewarm, but over time, the album slowly gained the attention it deserved. It also notably featured guest appearances from a young Jay-Z and Cameron on 2 songs. Anyway, in late 1996, Big L was dropped from Columbia mainly because of a dispute with the label over artistic differences, and he signed with DITC to Tommy Boy Records, and basically what he said is that at Columbia, he was working with people who really didn't understand his music. In 1997 is when he started working on his second studio album, The Big Picture, and in 1998, Big L formed his own independent label, Flamboyant Entertainment. Around the same time is also when Big L caught the eye of Damon Dash, the CEO of Rockefeller Records, and Dame Dash offered to sign him to Rockefeller, but Big L L wanted his crew to sign as well. Well, unfortunately, in 1999, L's life came to an end, and at just 24, he was shot 9 times in the head and in his chest. He was pronounced dead on the scene, and in a tragic turn of fate, it was revealed that the person responsible was Big L's childhood friend, Gerard Woodley, who ironically appears on the back cover of his first album. Based on what the NYPD said, it was a good possibility it was retaliation for something Big L's brother did, or Woodley believed he had done. But Woodley was later released due to lack of evidence, and the case remains officially unsolved to date. Now here's where it gets interesting. Woodley's family maintains his innocence in what happened, and Cameron, who was a close friend of L and Woodley, posted a video to Instagram claiming Big L had attempted to unalive Woodley a week before his death. On the other hand, in 2017, Lou Black, Gerard Woodley's cousin, published Ethylene, The Rise and Fall of the 139th Street NFL Crew, and the book details Black's first-hand interactions with the NFL crew and Big L. In the book, Black claims Leroy Big Lee Finesi, Big L's eldest half-brother and leader of the NFL crew, messed up his probation when he was found to be in possession of an illegal firearm and was sentenced to prison. According to Black, while in prison, Finesi met and contracted a hitman from Brooklyn to get rid of 3 members of the NFL gang, including Woodley. Allegedly, Finesi tasked Big L to identify the targets to the hitman. Then on the day when the hit was planned, Woodley noticed the hitman following him and successfully scared him off. As Big L had been seen multiple times with the alleged hitman days prior, Woodley assumed Big L had taken part in the attempted incident, and approximately a week after that, Big L was taken out. Unsurprisingly, Big L's untimely death was a devastating loss for his fans and the entire hip-hop community. Despite his short time in the spotlight, Big L's impact on hip-hop was profound, and his unique style, sharp lyrics, and clever wordplay made him one of the most talented rappers of his generation. In fact, people who were around at the time can attest to his skill, and someone like Nas even said in an interview with Funkmaster Flex, "Big L scared me to death. When I heard his performance at the Apollo Theater on tape, I was scared to death. I said, yo, it's no way I can compete, but this is what I gotta compete with." But guess what? For some reason, people still tend to believe that Jay-Z may have been involved in the death. Now let's be clear, Jay-Z has never been officially connected to Big L's death, but in the wild world of hip-hop conspiracies, some fans have long suspected there's more to the story than the official wrong place, wrong time narrative. You see, Big L was on the brink of blowing up, had serious lyrical venom, and was reportedly working on something major right before he was unalived. Enter Jay-Z, a fellow wordsmith from the same area, same city, same circles. I mean, these two even had that infamous freestyle battle that has had people talking for decades. And we've had a few people talk about their interactions, like Lord Finesse, who said, "People don't know that Jay and L battled each other. They thought the battle was Stretch Armstrong and Bobbito. Nah, it was an actual battle. He was just rhyming on Stretch and Bobbito." Now, imagine if they're battling, they're going after each other. What's the difference? Temperature is going up in the battle. Then when he was asked who set up the battle, this is how he responded. That's one of them untold stories. Jay don't ever talk about that ish. He'll talk about everything else. That wasn't a battle L started. That was a battle they set up for him and Jay. L was sitting there getting his hair braided. Well, according to Jaguar Wright, Big L was the one who put Jay on, and Jay was the last person to see him alive.
I was the one that put Jay-Z on.
Wow.
Jay-Z was the last person to see Big L alive.
Wait, so this Big L person is not living on this earth no more?
He's been dead for years. His death made it possible for reasonable doubt to live.
Jaguar basically said that she was 14 when she started sleeping with Big L. Damn, already? And somewhere between Stolen Innocence and Pillow Talk, Big L apparently let her in on all the tea about Jay-Z. Fast forward to many years later, and she's practically begging Hov to sue her so she can unleash a tsunami of secrets in court. But this is not all she says. Jag also says that Big L knows how to put it down better than Jay-Z. And how she knows that, your guess is as good as mine.
See how good I keep secrets, Sean? And I'm gonna tell you something else, and I'll give you this one for free. Big L better than you do. I'd rather be with that dead man than ever be with you.
So So how do you know how Jay-Z get down? You know that from experience, or?
Don't worry about that part. I'll tell it on the stand.
Well, I know that Jaguar has said a lot of things over the years, and most of y'all say that she merely repeats what is already out there. But guys, when it comes to Big L and Jay-Z, Jaguar is the T. Like, she claims to have first-hand information and receipts on how Jay-Z may have been involved in Big L's death. Allegedly, she even received threats from Jay-Z when she started talking about Big L. But she said that if Jay-Z wants, he can take her to court for what she said. Basically, what she's implying is that Big L had to be taken out to make room for Jay-Z. And as crazy as that sounds, she says she's ready to take the stand if Jay-Z dares to sue her. I mean, if you listen to Jay-Z and L, you will see how heavily L influenced Tova's style. So, did he literally take his spot? I don't know, guys. I don't know. But Jaguar sure does sound pretty confident. But do you believe that Big L was just another person who had to be taken out to make room for Jay-Z? Do you see how he may have been involved in Big L's death? Child, I can't wait to hear what y'all think. So drop those thoughts down below.